If you go back to 2001, Rancard was just an idea to build something meaningful right here in Ghana. Something that could connect people, help businesses grow, and reach far beyond borders. Today, that idea has become something much bigger.
2001 was the founding year, but he and I had been having a conversation for up to 2 to 3 years ahead of that. We were looking at multiple angles. He had a very clear vision on the internet journey in Ghana and how businesses could begin to leverage that. I had a clear vision on how the internet was, moving at a fast and rapid pace in the US. Those were the days of Yahoo, Go, and InfoSeek, and how businesses were building on top of that. So it was really the confluence of those conversations we were having on what was possible in Ghana, which then led to our incorporating the entity in 2001. One of the pictures we had was, and may he rest in peace, Herman Chinrihesi's Soft. And Herman actually showed us a lot of respect then. I mean, he used to say to us that you guys are actually the high tech. And I remember in some meetings we'd go to, they would ask us, you guys, what you do, is it like soft? And then he would respond and say, not soft, more like Microsoft. So, we were young, we could see more what was ahead, could not always see as clearly how to frame risk. And so it was more of what we didn't know that led us to pursue what vision we had. We honestly, while we did talk with people and get advice about what some of the things we need to build capacity for, it was probably more what we didn't know about risk that framed our taking off.
I think there were many examples to look at and look forward to. I remember there was Google's 10 Things at the time. And the idea that you needed to anchor and shape an organization by core values was central to the thinking. And we'd seen all these amazing, successful companies begin to emerge out of Silicon Valley. And also in the 2000s, it seemed like everything was possible. Africa was at the start of its own renaissance. The 2000 years, there's lots of change. It was a technology inflection point. So the world seemed like everything was possible. And yet in the midst of all this opportunity, there needed to be some foundational anchors which the business would grow on. So these 11 principles were sort of a mix of things we had found which were aspirational and things we had learned which were foundational and served the same core values which we shared in shaping the company. One of the foundational things that was learned is that reliability is not an option. So when people are counting on you, whatever you have to do to make sure that the service stays operational and alive, it's the core of it. And this was a massive lesson for us. And then excellence was also a choice. So you can be the word we used for it was world class. This was the core thing. And you made a choice to be world class. You made a decision to be the very best organization you can. And I think that was also one of the important lessons. We won more business from reliability and excellence and integrity as core values of the business. And I think from any marketing, actually, we did almost next to no marketing.
Yeah. If I may add to what he was just sharing, I mean, if we dig in a little bit on what was happening there, we had done a number of software projects where we'd go and deploy the software at the client site, and then the client was responsible for keeping their servers on and running, and then the software generally would work. But this was one instance in which we were an endpoint to a software platform remotely, I think running out of Ireland or somewhere, and connecting to the telco and then needing our interface to make it work for the end user. And we hadn't had a lot of exposure to that kind of transactional level
Scale,
platforms,
yeah.
right? So our software was deployed, it was tested, it worked, it was launched. Then we went happily home for the weekend. And
All hell broke loose.
that's right. And we weren't aware. So on Monday morning, we had some really heavy emails about the other platform, the remote platform that was talking to our software sitting in the telco, had been pinging our software over the weekend and wasn't getting a response. So they were aware, but we were not. And the real hard lesson there was the point that he made on reliability. That had to be a critical part of what we managed. And at the time, the telco in question, GT One Touch, the CEO, Philip Soa, then really gave us a hard call over that. And I remember him saying to us, you talk the talk, now walk the walk.
Yeah.
And we said, Philip, we will demonstrate that to you. And we built a whole new reliability engine out of that, which ultimately became what then Google's global services for their Google SMS platforms in more than
We
20
run Google's
countries.
infrastructure on that,
That's
on
right.
the lessons we learned
The
from
lessons
that.
we
And
learned
this
from that.
this spanned, I think, 72 telcos around the world.
Yeah. 3 continents,
three
more than 20
continents.
countries.
Yeah. So foundational lessons which, really shape the business going forward. Well, 25 years is a long time. And in 25 years, the world has changed in so many ways. I'd love to take this moment to reflect on the last 25 years and wish the Rancard team many, many, many congratulations. For as quickly as the world has changed, the values which we started the organization, which have endured. And we looked forward to a company that lived beyond us. And I think we're extremely proud to see that Rancard is thriving, it's growing, and it's doing well. And so congratulations to the Rancard team. And Kofi.
Like I was saying, 25 years is a long time. It's a long time, even more so now. And so in seeking to encourage the team that is Rancard today, we'd say they need to have that conviction about why they are Rancard, what they stand for. And from that, they need to draw courage to look ahead at what they need to change in the world, because that was what we were always about. We said what it meant to be a world-class company was to be classified by the world as excellent, so that the core values were about a reflection from the customers and clients of Rancard and what they say about the business. And so we're challenging them again and encouraging them. We're proud of them, what they've carried through to this stage, but we're challenging them to go the next mile with courage, with conviction, by defining what they want to change in the world. And that's what the company should ultimately become.